we explore more of... This is not the right notebook. Hold on. I was like, what?
We
The
get
Duchess?
on the
What?
we get on the spaceship and fly to the planet.
Yeah, we find some, basically like a mausoleum where there's lots of carved shelves and walls holding sarcophagi. The rest of the room is empty. There are names written in Celestial and placards that say Margot's Faithful. We take the staff that we recovered from the tree back to the statue. It pulses. There's a flash of turquoise light and nothing else. Tanith did some praying over it. In 2-9, we heard some breathing, but 2-5, we heard some breathing, I think. But we find another oubliette, and a manacled naked man is being held captive. He's covered in, very muscly and covered in scars. His left wrist is a stump as his hand is missing. Tanith heals him up. He says his name is Arved from Obarath. He was traveling near Raid, and he is a Runier. We take him upstairs to rest, and then we investigate 2.9, the audience hall. Huge thing with Margot's visage all over it. 210 is a stairway down covered with a heavy iron grate. 211 has the stench of decay. A large room full of ancient skeletons and dust and bodies in various states of decay, all naked. A dragon's horde of corpses. And then in 213 we fight some skeleton-winged demons stalking amongst the bones. We go pew pew and smash smash.
And Fitz kills, I think, most of them, or quite a few.
Yeah.
For the finishing hits, at least.
And Lenore took quite a few heavy blows, and Tanith will say, should we go rest? Maybe?
Probably would be wise.
Yeah.
Was there anything to find in this room? Were we clearing it so they weren't behind us, or was there some mention of something? See your flickering grey.
Am I? Okay. Yeah, I think we didn't want shuffling at our backs.
Yeah.
Is it better now?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I go around just before we leave said room?
Yeah. You have guidance on any investigation checks that you might incur or do.
You have incurred an investigation check. Look at me! Thank you very much for your help.
So this is in the room with the shuffling and
cages
moving. Oh, with the cages.
Right. Okay. These demons were in between the cages, weren't they?
Correct.
2 large creatures move around the cages, form of bones. They guard yellowy, bony, devilish creatures, insectoid winged, blah, blah, blah. They have no idea what they are. They initiate murder, is what I've got down.
Yeah, because the now deleted... I could probably get it back, but the now deleted initiative just was murder underlined, and then initiative.
Yeah. Yes, so he'll have a quick rummage, because there's lots of corpses and stuff in the cages, right? Or like different remains of things?
Yeah, but they seem to be mostly, in the cages at least, it's mostly sort of animal, it seems. But there are like lots of just human corpses like laying around. Most of them are naked, but not all of them.
Is there anything at worth, or is it all just death and decay?
Tell me what your investigation check is.
Oh, so I didn't know you were. I had incurred one yet.
Yeah. You owe me an investigation check.
That is 18 plus 9 for my modifier plus another 4, which is a 2, so 29.
You.
I look real good.
Yeah, you do. Mostly, unfortunately, they are bare. They do manage to find 19 gold pieces scattered among a few corpses, but that's all there is.
Think anything of worth they must have had must have been up in that garbage room upstairs.
Having rummaged around human corpses in this
As you
room, do they look? Do any of them look fresh, like the people we've known to be going missing, or are these all ancient-ish?
In this room, they're mostly ancient, but if you recall, in 2.11, you did see some much fresher corpses. Because
That one of the oubliette things.
Yeah, no, it was this room here, and the corpses at the back were.
Oh right, yes, the corpse room.
Really old, and then these ones were less old, and then these ones were really fresh.
I'm just curious, as to the purpose of the cage room beyond animals. So, it seems they put people in here as well.
Yeah, so the corpses seem to have just been tossed here as corpses rather than people that were just locked in here or whatever. So definitely seems like this was kind of overflow for 2.11. So maybe 211 was more full at one point or something.
Is there anything in the cages?
Yeah, some dead
corpse.
Animals.
Dead animal corpse.
Mostly kind of wolf skeletons, and some more exotic things that you don't necessarily recognize.
Everyone's going to think for a moment about offering relatively holy people corpse money. And then he's going to go ahead with it anyway, I guess. I found 19 gold. Anyone?
How do we split that?
Want
between
it?
people? I will take some. I need to repay for my gift anyway. So
you want to repay for your gift by me giving you money?
Well, no, you just.
I can put it straight into the group loot. I'm not hurting for anything right now, so.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, sounds okay.
Done. He puts it into one of the pouches he has in his belt or something. Do we have a sack of holding, bag of holding, rucksack of holding? No, they exist. Am I aware of them? Are we aware of them?
They exist.
Maybe we should look into one of those, because we have 1,524 gold in the group loot.
Holy fuck.
And then there's healing potions, and there's a couple of gems that I've written down here, and that Laughing Assassin dagger. And I used the jar of antacid, didn't I? I threw it on somebody. I can remember that.
Yeah.
A couple of oil pots. I'm not sure if we left them at home, but maybe we could get something to make this all a bit more convenient.
Requisition something next time we're in town, in the capital.
Yes, might be a good idea. You were thinking about a rest, Dennis? Before we go into the grate?
Yeah, it seems like, everyone's getting close to the end of their line. I mean, I'm fine physically, but Lenore's been pushing herself.
Sure.
And I don't have the magic to keep her up if we continue going.
And I have to, do we have to do a long rest to regain our max HP, or can we roll into it using short rest dice? Because we still haven't rested since we leveled.
I would prefer a long rest because of my spell slots.
Oh. Okay. Everyone else? Which room would you like to pick?
Where
You've
we
got the
left
corpse
our
room, the
bit.
cage room.
The corpse room is probably the safest because you can all just lie down among the corpses, and if anyone comes, they'll just think you're corpses.
Wonderful.
I mean, as grim as that is, we did leave our bit upstairs.
Is that you pointing out there's another way on this floor with that blue circle thing? Another room.
I think that was leading to the cages.
That was to remind me kind of the last place, or the where you guys hadn't gone yet.
Do you think you can push yourself for one more room and just finish this floor off, and then we'll deal with the great?
I will remind you that's where you heard the very large footsteps and shuffle.
Oh, that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can push myself.
If that's of interest to you.
I can do the thing.
Maybe I'll just take a peek what we're dealing with, because if we have to rest and then expend our resources on the very large thing, we'll be down for whatever else we have to come across. So it might be worth trying to deal with this.
Yeah, I'm down with doing a peek or whatever.
Doing a peek.
Okay.
Let's see. But yeah, I have 3. No, well, I've got some spell slots left, but
Skull Lord.
I would
Very
prefer to be able to have more.
I'm good.
Do you look good? Or is
Nope.
Lenore just saying that? Okay.
She does not, yeah.
I'm down 21 hit points, so about a quarter of my health. In fact, a quarter exactly. Not counting the extra.
How far down is Lenore?
35 out of 96.
Oh boy.
Is anyone else below half health?
No.
Let me check.
Not yet.
No.
Okay. How far below half health are you, Jade?
You're gonna make me math.
Well, I gotta see if I can heal it up.
So 13 below half health.
Yeah, 13. Thank you for mathing for me.
Well, that doesn't use a spell slot, so and I have 2 of them, so yeah, she'll Tanith will channel divinity to
13 health.
Yeah, restore you 13 health.
Woo.
If anyone else was below half health, you have 30 HP that you could heal yourself up. But you could only heal yourself up to half. But I think she was the only one below.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Going to give Aval some guidance. Since he's about to go sneak and take a peeky peek.
Sneaky,
Okay.
take a peek.
Actually, hold on. Oh. I could detect evil and good. But that would take a spell slot.
I think we just do it. Aval goes forward, and then, sees exactly what we're up against.
Okay. And detect evil and good and see if it's a aberration, celestial, elemental, fae, or undead that's making that shuffling noise. And then he can go sneak.
I mean, if we were hoping to deal with it before we rested, you might want your 3 remaining slots. Or whatever comes after the peeky peek.
I would have some spell slots after that. That's just be my last first level spell slot. I have a second, 2/4, and a 5th after that. So I'd have 4 spell slots left. But up to you guys.
But we're about to sleep, so you can just blow them all this fight and then snooze.
Okay. Guidance then.
Okay. Give me that stealth, boyo.
Excuse you.
So
Yeah.
I was sliding my dice tray into place because apparently I'm gonna need it.
Whop. So that was 16 on the die, plus 13 for my stealth, plus another 1 from the guidance.
Bugger!
So 30?
You have never been seen by human eyes.
I am forever alone.
Yes. Yeah, so you enter this room and see appears to be some kind of makeshift, or not makeshift, ruined library. Loads of bookshelves, now mostly empty save for a few like ruined, faded books that are long past use. And you can see it kind of like bends around a corner and continues. A very large room that is, it kind of saddens you to think that this room was once probably full of knowledge never before seen by the likes of you, and now it's just this empty, dead place. Speaking of empty and dead, you see finally what has been making this shuffling noise. This gigantic skeletal beast meandering through the aisles of the bookshelves, like this huge, hunched kind of creature, probably in the region of 10 to 12 feet tall. This large staff, using it to sort of like help itself stay steady as its feet kind of shuffle along the ground. You see like there's one large kind of tusked skull at the center of its head, or the sort of apex of its neck, but then like two other kind of skulls, like jaws kind of wide and like rolling around, almost like sort of madness embodied, like these two large skulls just kind of sitting either side of its main head as it just kind of begins shuffle or continues like shuffling through between the bookshelves, as yet
Does it
not seeing you.
Does it look to me like it was some sort of ogre, triple-headed ogre mage, or is it like some sort of construct put together this way?
You think the latter, definitely. Like the bones, the various bones you're seeing that it's made of, look kind of lashed together by leather and strips of flesh and that kind of thing. But also like they're all of different ages. Like some are more yellowed than others, and some are like bigger than others, and nothing looks quite even about it.
The staff, does it look... Is it more, just a piece of wood, or is it more like this is a magical entity that is like a big, powerful crystal on it or something?
Again, the latter. There's no crystal per se, but it definitely looks... It doesn't look like a random stick. It looks like a magical staff.
A heavily like a magical
Skull Lord.
Decent magical potential creature here through. Does it have like anything in the eye sockets? Does it have a glowing undead essence that is particularly strong, or are they empty? Or
yeah, there is a red light in the eye sockets for sure.
Nothing else. Just this big guy.
Just this big guy slowly shuffling around. He doesn't even look like he'd fit through the door, honestly. He's far too large.
With that stealth check, presuming that Avon feels supremely confident in his ability to avoid this guy, and also he can't get back through the door, if I stepped over the threshold, does he activate in any way, or does he continue to shuffle?
Continue shuffling.
Okay. Can I nip around that left-hand corner just to like explore the rest of the room? If he's doing the same motion, the same pathway, I just like nip out and when it is safest and take a look.
Yeah, for sure. it appears to just be more of the same, unfortunately. Ruined bookshelf after ruined bookshelves, once stuffed with books, now kind of looking desiccated and half empty. And this guy just seems to be patrolling it, guarding what was once sacred knowledge, now very little.
I'll navigate my way back and debrief. How tall exactly was this kind of creature? You said 10 to 12. Sorry.
11.37
No.
feet.
All right. I may be smart enough to work that out on the fly. So, yeah,
you're stealthy enough to fucking climb up him with a ruler. So.
And measure him. Just like get the spirit level out. And, yeah, I'll get back round the corner to where the other folks are.
You're stealthy enough to ask him how tall he is, and him not notice you but answer.
Just the wind asking me how tall I am. There is a particularly large creature, 10 to 12 feet tall, vaguely kind of ogre in proportion, but seems constructed of many different parts of the dead. It has 3 heads and a very large staff.
That's too many heads, right?
Yes, I've not really seen anything with 3 heads myself. It does feel rather magical, but it is slow and shuffling right now. I'm not saying that demeanor wouldn't change. Come to our intrusion. There are a lot of shelves of a lot of dusty old tomes. I don't know if any of them are reclaimable or useful.
Study books.
But
Might be though.
Books of story.
Yes, books have stories.
it might be quite the fight, though.
Do we want to take this on now, or do we want to?
No, I think we do it now.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
it's
my
not.
magic yeah. Sorry, Lenore.
No, I just, like you said, take it on now. That way, we're not wasting resources on it when we're trying to make the final push.
Yeah.
Okay. If everyone is in agreement, I think I'll bless everyone.
Interesting.
Just looking at my concentration spells. I could cast Shield of Faith on the door and give her an even more insane,
It might help,
AC.
but I would say bless might be quite a good idea because we'll probably
Yeah.
make some sort of, mystical saves from whatever this thing throws at us, maybe.
Yeah, I was either going to... I can either bless or beacon of hope, I think, may be a good call for this. That's just advantage on wisdom saving throws, death saving throws, and then any healing I tossed out will be at max.
Do you have a hefty healing spell to toss out?
I do have mass cure wounds because it is always prepared by my domain, so even though we haven't rested, I still have it.
That could be a very good combination.
Yeah.
Given a round or two, I'm sure we'll be looking for something like that.
All right, so I think I will probably Beacon of Hope then.
That's a big boy spell, though, right?
It's a 3rd level.
Okay. So a medium boy spell.
Medium boy. It's my last medium boy spell slot, but I do have 2 larges and 1 extra large after that.
Well, I was just trying to remember. I couldn't remember if it was 6th level or not. There's a 6th level one that's pretty good too.
That's Circle of Life, I think.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Lifen of Beak.
Lifen of Beak.
Ha! Good day.
But yeah, like basically, like my concentration spells that I have prepared. I have Beacon of Hope, Spirit Guardians, and Banishment and Bless, and so his whole person is not going to work on this guy, and that's the other one I have. So I'd rather do, since it's a magical looking thing, I'd rather give us Beacon than Spirit Guardians. If you say it looks magical, it's probably going to be making those wisdom saves. So I'd rather give us the best chance possible.
I mean, it holds a staff, and there is a great power coming from it.
Yeah.
It may have bamboozled me and just hit us with the stick really hard, but there could be some magical nature to it.
No, it's got 3 heads. It's probably got something nasty in one of them.
3 brains.
It's got
I don't
something
think it has
rattling
any
around.
brain. Yeah.
It's got something nasty rattling around in one of those.
If it is dire, remember, I don't think it can get out of here, so we can always try and run, withdraw.
Its heads are too big to fit through the alleyway.
Maybe we should just filter it from here then.
Yeah,
that's cheap. That's cheaping.
It'll go great for you.
I'm sure. Okay, I'm ready when y'all are. How long does Beacon of Hope last? Up to a minute. Okay, so I gotta wait and do that first thing.
We may be able to get surprise the creature with its slow-moving nature, or at least maybe some of us could move into position to do such.
Yeah, we need to be kind of close together, though. Beacon of Hope, you have to be 30 feet.
Oh,
in a group. Not once I cast it, but you have to be within 30 feet of me when I cast it to benefit from it.
Right. I mean, either before we go in, or...
Well, it's only a minute, that's why. Sorry. I'm mad at myself for making a noise instead of saying a word.
I mean, I think we could initiate combat on this within a minute, but also, are these like strange grids I see across upon the floor? Are they roughly 5 feet or 10 feet apart?
Yeah, 5-ish.
5-ish. So we could set up in the room on one of its cycles, and you still things.
So Aval sneak in and signal.
I can do.
Before we jump into this business, mind if we take a quick 5?
Yeah.
Just before we get bogged down in all that's going on. Cheers.
I'm about to leave my room and get another drink, so you may hear my dog barking, but I'm going to leave it just so at least you can be slightly entertained.
Okay.
Okay. I was Beacon of Hope doesn't seem to have. It's within range. It's not within visual range, so we could even be hidden in the bookcases and around corners, and you could still get us.
Yeah, you just have to be within 30 feet of me.
If you're at that entranceway, that probably covers quite a lot of the room.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't want to be too far back because I am technically supposed to be a tank.
Sure.
But yeah.
I reckon we're going to kind of I would try hide on some bookcases or in between some things or something, and maybe when it comes up this further end nearer the entrance, we can spring our attack. Okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
And then you've got the panic button of maximum heals, which should boost us quite a lot.
Maximum heal. which, like, it doesn't have to be magical healing, just FYI. So if you want to quaff a potion that is also max
Interesting.
healing, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty broken.
I'll quaff you in a second.
Okay.
Don't make promises you can't keep, Rob.
Yeah, it is the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing. It specifies any. So if you were like a fighter and you were second winding, you could second wind at max.
That is rather good.
Mm-hmm.
You ready for this, Rob?
Mate, I was born ready. Who do you fucking think you are?
Alright, fighty boy.
Just getting into character.
Okay. Fighty ogre mage. Triclops thing going on.
Triclops.
Much better than a Biclops.
Yeah,
Isn't that just...
I'm a Biclops.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
it is. Just normal.
Isn't that just? Yes, yes, it is. Such a good exchange.
Are you coming in with me, Lenore? Or
Yeah.
I suppose, honestly, you could stand outside and probably run to the other end of that room anyway in one go, so...
Probably. Because monk.
Because monk. Ooh. Apparently Felicity Jones wants to return to Star Wars.
Ooh.
I would reprise her role as Jyn Erso in a sequel to Rogue One. I would totally watch that film.
Oh, hell yes.
I mean, it's just her saying she would, but,
I mean,
sometimes things happen.
Didn't she die?
Yeah, I was gonna say it'd have to be a prequel, I would feel.
Yeah. I would still probably watch that.
Oh, I'd watch the hell out of that.
Yeah.
Prequel.
I mean, sure. Yeah, got him.
God. Either that or she'd, just dug into the sand on the beach and survived the huge explosion.
Right.
Weren't they going to do... I think they were going to do, a Cassian Andor TV show, weren't they? There was some sort of rumor.
Yeah, they were going to do a cat. Yeah, and the droid.
K2SO.
Yeah, K2SO.
All for that. More Alan Tudyk in my
So I was
life.
gonna say, all I want is more Alan Tudyk. He's not called Alan One Dick, you know what I'm saying?
He's a bi-dick.
multiple.
Speaking of Biclopses.
Check out the size of that clops.
Dat Clop.
Clops.
Oh my god.
Were you watching the monkey thing again, or is there something else?
Yeah, there's something else. It's gonna make you real happy, though.
Oh. Is it capybara related?
Capybara.
Capybara taking a yuzu bath.
That is exactly what they deserve.
Why can't I have what I want? Just one
That clops.
fraction.
Oh,
version.
Cyclops, got you.
Sure.
I love the teeth in that, just yeah, he's really getting into that.
I would like to remind Liam, as he was not here whenever this came up, but with Beacon of Hope, healing potions also give you max heal.
You got it.
Under Beacon of Hope shows.
Cool beans.
I know we've got quite a few.
6 healing potions in total. I've got in brackets here for the group. And that's not counting, I think, one that I have on me in addition. But
Yeah.
I also have a cartographer's kit, so he's totally, doodling all of this down at various times.
He's the one
I
drawing
have
the
a
map.
jar of
for
pudding. Is
us.
that going to help at all?
Yeah. Little elvish flair. Sorry, what was that?
I'm making a dumb joke about the fact that I still have a jar of pudding in my inventory.
I mean, we're about to have a long rest. You could, make all your friends much happier on top of this cold mountain and death temple.
Hey, I've got lukewarm cheesecake for you all.
I mean, he has prestidigitation. He keeps changing the flavors of things.
I always do that. I love changing my flavors and stuff.
Get a fire, warm it up.
Ready? You guys ready?
Let's go fight a three-headed creepy thing.
Let's do this. Murder.
Cyclops
Fight.
combat.
Cyclops. As written on the map.
Hold on.
Fucking Clops.
But it has 3 heads. Does it only have 1 eye among the 3 heads?
Liam, there's such thing as a Triclops. Expand your
Oh, is
tiny
there?
mind.
I didn't know this. Well, there you go.
A Triclops would technically have 3 eyes, and this guy has 6, but still.
Sure.
But
This
you
is a
know-
hexclops.
I was
You're
going to
still
say it. Or
super wrong.
in certain circles, a Sexclops.
What's wrong
Yes.
with that?
I don't know what cult this is, but
Sextet, you know. He's a Sexclops, officially.
Stop calling it.
he's also a mage, so he's a hexclops. I think.
That's really good. I like that. That's
Clap,
funny.
clap, Dan. That was nice.
And if he's a mage, it means he doesn't get any, because as we all know, nerds don't bone. Hashtag nerds don't
Ow.
bone.
Yeah, you fucking nerds. I love that got lit.
It's the fact. Oh, it doesn't matter. Stupid thing I
No,
was thinking.
tell me, Liam. I want to know. What
I was thinking. I was gonna
Can't wait
say.
for the printer.
Well, technically, you're the only one of us within the next week that has a date, because the rest of us have partners. I'm not sure about Jade's romantic situation, but I know Dan and myself have partners, and she is married. So obviously,
Yeah, that makes him a partner too, I guess.
He qualifies.
He qualifies.
you know what I meant. You know what I meant.
Yes. We get some.
See, the joke didn't
Wow.
land, which is why I didn't say it the first time.
Listen. Actually, I have nothing to say.
I hope you and Reggie have a wonderful evening.
Yes. Yes.
Oh no.
Yes.
I'm really not happy with the way this situation is going.
Roll initiative, yeah?
Because I'm gonna walk in and be like, "Hey, my friend, how are you?"
You cephalus. Oh, damn it.
Roll initiative, yeah?
Yeah, bitches.
Can I have
I don't know.
want to
can
try
you?
and get the surprise, the sneak off on him, ideally,
Oh,
if possible.
You could
Pull it
try.
out, Don.
Thanks.
that's a natural one.
Oocha bastard. That's a bad way to
Jack
start.
Claw.
That's
That's a 3 for Tannis.
14.
I have 16, which is not good. Or you and then the stealth roll is 24.
Oh, do I need to do stealth too? I'm kind of staying back a bit.
Yeah, I just elected that I wanted to try and get the
The stealth
surprise
has
on
worked.
him. So
I just need Lenore.
okay.
For initiative, 19, sorry.
Okay, you're up first.
Could I ask, like, are the bookshelves like floor to ceiling, or can I be
No.
on top of one,
Yeah, you
ready
can be on
to?
top of one.
Awesome! Yay! That's where I want to be, ready to leap down. Cool.
Jack Claws.
I would like to, if I can, before this kicks off, can I cast Beacon of Hope
Dunno, can
on
you?
my friends and allies? I'm asking
You
you.
can.
Okay. They're going in, so I'm casting it. You all have advantage on wisdom saves. And healing is on max. And death saving throws.
Why do you keep saying that like we're gonna need them? As I go sprinting into the room to sword. Elbow?
Lenore Jenkins.
Wow, you did it, and I'm proud of you.
Yeah, you made it work. Let's do it.
Yeah, Lenore, you're up first.
Yeah, I'm gonna go sprinting in, sword, elbow.
Okay, give me that roll for dat clops.
Oh man. So I got a Kraken, a 14, and another 14.
Okay, the Krakens. The rest
The Kraken
do not
Krakens.
Kraken.
Damn it.
You know crit 14. Why you know crit?
Yeah.
Now I'm mad that I didn't bless.
Oh.
Dat
I don't know.
Kraken.
Ooh,
I
20 points
think.
of damage.
Ooh. Messed up. Heavy hit.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
I wonder if
Yay.
that clop should have 2 C's. Like, thick with 2 C's.
Yes.
There we go.
That looks like a whole name. That close.
I am James Dapclops.
Reggie Datclops.
Stop. I don't like this Reggie situation.
I actually like it a lot more now.
Yeah, I figured. Right. We aim. Actually,
It's
I don't know why I
Fitz's
said
go.
that. It's my go.
Oh, never mind.
It's not Fitz's go. The skeletal beast kind of stumbles, and you see like its body kind of shift, and there's like pieces of like plate mail lashed to it in relevant places, and you see it kind of like holds up its staff and slams it into the ground, and this like yellow green fog begins like pouring from it, from the tip of its staff. Oh, that's the wrong one. This one. So I'm going to need Constitution saving throws from everyone within 20 feet of it.
I am not within 20 feet because I am by the door.
Yeah.
How tall are the bookcases?
Probably 10, 15 feet.
Okay.
I'm probably also not in the room yet, so I figure I would also not count.
We all know that death fog doesn't rise, right? I'm totally safe on top of this
Death fog
bookcase.
may or may not rise.
It's. I mean, if it was smoke, you'd be in more danger up there.
Right?
Fire
I just get
safety. That's not bad for a con save.
Jade, are you immune to poison
21.
yet?
No, but I'm resistant to cold.
Oh.
15.
I got 21.
Okay. A 15 is very much a fail. But a 21 is something like a save, in that it's a save.
Yay!
So, oh, that's a good roll. Oh boy, it's a really good roll. 29 poison damage to anyone who failed, or 14 to anyone who passed.
Lenore is coughing and choking and kind of stumbling around.
And that fog remains, such that anyone who enters or starts their turn in that area is going to be forced to make the Constitution save or take more of that same damage.
Boy.
And then it is Avel's turn.
Oh boy. Not great.
Don't suppose
Avo.
we have a fan, do we?
I don't think we picked up a wind fan on this adventure.
Only two.
I think Avel is basically going to leap from his hiding place on top of whatever stack of shelves he is on, and he is going to dive through the air and bonus action ignite the rapier as he falls, and the flame-tongue rapier will strike, hopefully true, upon his foe.
Indeed, you did start your turn in the...
I also just thought it should have been our surprise round, right? Before he did stuff.
I guess. We'll just say it was a regular combat.
Okay. Yeah, I did start my turn in the thing. That is 19 to pass again.
That is a pass. 6 is a rubbish roll. 11, 18. So you take 9 poison damage.
44. Okay. About half health. Not quite gone yet. So leap, flame on, pulling, or drop attack, whatever they call it in
Plunging.
plunging attack in Darkest Dungeon.
Oh, Darkest
Not Darkest Dungeon, in Dark Souls.
Dark Souls, yeah.
It's the most powerful attack in all of Dark Souls.
There we go. That's what I wanted. Leap, flame, plunging attack. Advantage? Because I'm coming out of a hiding place? He doesn't know where I'm striking from? Cool. I rolled 17 twice. Plus 9 for 26.
Hits.
Good. Rapier. Stab.
Rapier.
7 plus 5. 12 standard damage, and then that is 7 fire damage, and then
And then? No more and then.
no, the sneak.
Oh, okay.
12 and 7, and then
And then?
Oh my god.
8, 13, 14, and 20 sneak.
And then?
I die. No.
No, that's my move.
That's going to be your move, unfortunately. How does it look after the stab?
What was the last damage, sorry?
Okay, so 12, and then 7 fire, and then 20 sneak.
Yeah, okay, I got all that except the 20. Really not great, to be honest. It is just bone at the end of the day, and, you know, it is not looking particularly affected or particularly good right now. So
Wonderful. I will attempt to distract the creature away from my ailing comrade. So I will not run away. But I will say that I could currently run away right now, but I won't. So that'll be my go.
Fitz?
I'm probably hanging off it with a flaming sword.
Oh,
Fairly
of
big
course, it
distraction.
looks awesome. Even if you are going to die next turn to the poison.
I'll be
Fitz,
okay.
Fitz thinks about entering into the fray, but then sees his friend suffering in the fog cloud, and instead decides to pew pew from a distance.
God, my suffering could be a lesson.
By me.
For my mistakes.
Oh, that's why I was like, I need to roll 2, and I don't remember why. And I do remember why. It's because I shoot 2 pews.
You do.
The highest one was a 16. Oh, I forgot. I get plus 10 now, so it's 16. That's not as bad as I thought.
Nice.
16 misses.
Okay,
So
the other
that's-
one misses as well because it was a natural 1.
Oh, great.
Oh,
It does.
good time.
My go, yes.
Yes.
I don't have any bonus actions.
Does
So yeah,
the fog appear to be magical in nature?
Yep.
I cast spell magic at a 4th level.
Okay.
It sounded like you just spell magic. So like, M-A-G-I-C.
Yeah, Tanith sees like the green cloud coming around her friends and allies and holds up her holy symbol and calls upon the silver wind to blast the poisonous cloud away.
Mm.
So 4th level or lower, it's immediately dispelled. If it's higher than that, I have to roll.
It is higher than that.
So I have to roll. Okay. Oh boy. Pray for me, fellas. My dice have not been enjoying me today.
An inspiration.
I
Though.
believe in you, see.
I am going to use my inspiration.
I believe in you, see.
So that was only a 13.
I forgot I have an inspiration from something else. But I'll wait till you.
Nope.
But no. Oh, no.
13,
no.
13 was the highest.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're unable to defeat it.
That would have been good though.
Would have been real good.
Perfect, in fact.
Yeah, it would have been hella good. Where is it from me? Like distance wise? It's like 30 feet.
Yeah, within.
Tanith is gonna run into the cloud.
Make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Yeah. That
Really?
will be. Yep.
I mean,
22.
That is a success. So you take. You take 24 half to 12 poison damage.
And it's 16 plus a billion for her concentration check.
I think you're lying about the billion, but
Technically, 24.
technically.
Technically.
Oh boy.
Oh, I technically would have had advantage on the saving throw too, because it's a magical effect. Nope, from the shield. That's my turn.
All right, I'm back to the top. So Lenore,
Constitution saving throw.
please do.
Sorry, I was trying to get rid of it for everybody and not just heal up and only to lose it again.
No, I think it was a good choice to try and dispel magic. It's a shame you didn't
That's rubbish.
roll higher, of course. But
Yeah.
I don't think you need to charge in though.
No, well,
14.
no, Lenore.
You take 13 poison damage as you fail.
You rolled low, though. That's good.
So Lenore is, still choking and probably vomiting bile and blood, and she's gonna look up, realize that Tanith came into the cloud,
Yeah, get out of here.
and then she's just gonna misty step 30 feet back down the hallway.
Good.
All right. its turn then. It is going to kind of twist itself towards Aval and begin casting a rather disgusting necromantic spell.
Is it staying up against Tanith?
It is staying put, yes.
Okay.
And I will need a Constitution saving throw, please. My dear
Another
friend.
one.
Ava. Yes, I'm afraid so.
Okay.
Technically, I still have an action left.
Oh,
Yeah, you've been able to punch the thing.
Yeah. Do you have darts? You do have darts.
I have
Sling.
a sling, so I can pop off a couple
Okay.
slingshots.
2 slingshots.
A 27
hits.
and a 22.
Hits.
15 points of damage.
Okay, he's still going strong.
Con save was a natural 20.
Yeah, get it, boy.
3 for 23. He is wise to his Constitution game.
Don't suppose this is a concentration spell and the other spell goes away.
No, you take half of 66 necrotic damage, Dan.
Oh.
Can I uncanny dodge react to that? Oh, is that only on... let me just check. Canny
It's only in Dex, I think, isn't it?
No, that's the evasion.
Right.
No, Uncanny Dodge is any attack that you can see, I believe.
Oh,
I
nice.
just wanted to see if it was if
This
they had
is
to
a
roll to
spell.
hit or not. It is a spell. I know. I'm just trying to see if when an attacker you can see hits you with an attack.
Yeah, so
This was
wouldn't
technically a
count.
test, so I don't think you
I'm
can.
afraid not.
Okay, so 66 halved, you said?
Yeah, 33 damage, necrotic. As he casts Finger of Death upon you. With his staff, not with his finger.
Oh boy! It's got a twist. Aval, Finger of Death, 6633. Aval, pass. Now, I've had this feature since we last leveled or so, or since we leveled at like level 8, but not really used it. I actually have Mage Slayer because we are hunting down a cult. So
Oh, nice.
I thought it was appropriate. So it cast within reach because I am literally on its back. I get an opportunity attack.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's concentrated, if the damage upon the concentrating creature, it has disadvantage on its concentration save when I stab it. I also have advantage on a spell save cast within reach, I've just read. So, but I already passed as much as I could. So
Nice.
we get to try and stab it, and then maybe it will lose concentration on the cloud if it has concentration on it.
Just realized that's I just wanted to say I just realized that's a really good feat for a rogue to have because it gives
Extra
them another.
sneaks.
Yeah, it gives them an extra sneak.
It does. So that is 17 plus 9 for 26. So he's hit, and I have an ally there, so I get sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
And he takes a whole fuck ton more damage. That's max on the first stab. So that
Aren't you
is...
glad I ran in now?
I am, now that Lenore's gone, but I didn't want you to get hurt, which is why I was like, no. But it just happened. So that is 13 on the pokey damage initially. That is 7 fire damage. And then 9. And 9 again. One more. 3. 21. Sneak. So in total, that is 41 damage, and it has disadvantage on its concentration check if it's concentrating on cloudiness.
It is. natural 19 and natural 14 plus 3, so 17, so it does succeed. Oh wait,
No.
No, it
No,
doesn't.
it fails.
Half
Okay.
of 41 would be 20, so
yeah,
it
yeah,
fails.
the cloud vanishes.
So it concentrates on like blasting me half to death, and in its opening, he manages to maybe get like a rapier into the eye socket of one of the skulls and like disrupts its concentration for the cloud of death. And he is hanging on like barely alive. He's like heavily necrotized, mostly blackened and withered, probably.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I got this. I got this.
Everything is fine.
This is fine.
Um,
That's the now it's your turn again.
okay.
Stab it again.
Yeah,
Stab
it looks really bad. You see like plates of armor falling off it, bones crashing down everywhere.
So with his little remaining strength, he is going to pull the blade out and then go for another socket, I guess. Oh, that was a 19 on the dice. So close to being a crit. Just destroying this thing. So that's plus 9 for 28. That is 6 plus 5 for 11. Then, oh no, double 1 for the fire damage for 2 fire. And then 6, 7, so 13, 18 sneak damage. So 1 damage, yeah. Avel on his last legs, still clinging to this beast, maybe like along its collarbone or something with one hand, like pulls out the flaming rapier from one socket, probably one of the side skulls or something, and then raises up and jams it into the top main head. And then probably as it collapses down, he probably rides it down to the ground and just lies there in the bones, the shattered bones and breastplates.
Immediately going to cast Mass Cure Wounds and heal everybody up 29 hit points. And then after that, gonna follow it up with a mass healing word for another 13.
Okay.
29. Let me just make sure. And you guys regain. On top of that, you're going to have another 7 and another 6. Because it was a 6th and a 5th, or a 4th and a 5th level spell slot.
Does that just go to you, or does that go to all of us?
The creature regains an additional HP equal to 2 plus the spell's level.
Okay.
And it was a 4th level spell and a 5th level spell.
So an additional 13?
Yes. So 13, 13, and 29. And then I regain an additional hit points, but with those I'm at full anyway. The creature and myself both regain the extra healing.
Cool. 49. So 55 total healing.
Yeah. All right. Is anyone still low?
I mean, yes, but let's save some in case we get into a scrap during,
Clean up?
our long rest or whatever.
I got bad news for you. There's not going to be anything if we have a scrap. Anyways, so yeah, healing everybody up because that was pretty nasty and it got pretty close.
I went to like 77 out of 84, and then you took
Yeah.
around 50. You took 55 down, so I'm back down to 22, which is how I looked. I was on 21 before the fight started. I'm now on 22. So he just lies in the bone dust, and then like you see him, this blackened, charred form of him, revitalizing in front of you. I think he just coughs, and the bone dust goes everywhere.
Tanith will
Thanks.
reach down and help you to your feet.
That was.
Fitz wasn't the same for Lenore.
I said it was magical.
Yeah, I tried with the cloud. It didn't work.
Yeah. Don't worry, we killed it.
I mean, that's what matters, right?
Yeah, and he's just like brushing himself down, and he's just like all of his clothes are white, just from the bone dust, and he's.
That movie. There's a movie where someone's like super dusty and just.
I know what you're talking about, but I'm not
patting
sure.
it. I can picture it, but I can't picture the
Mhm.
actor or the movie or context. I just. anyway, I can
I
picture.
feel like they have like crazy wild hair as well.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. I don't know what movie it's from.
Yeah, that's gonna bug me. Anyways,
Perhaps we should find a place to
yeah,
recover.
let's search the library though real quick, and maybe there's something else for the statue down here.
Storybook, storybook, storybook.
Give me an investigation check.
Can I aid Aval
You can.
and give him guidance? Actually, I'll give Fitz guidance and aid
that may
Aval.
Potentially wasted. Guidance is D4, yeah?
Yeah,
Oh,
but
that's
Aval
probably-
doesn't really need it.
Okay, yeah, that's 6
I
plus
rolled a
2.
19 again, so that's 28.
That is 8.
With my guidance?
Oh, no, that's a 9, not 6. Okay, that's 11.
With guidance?
Rolled a 9, plus 2 from guidance, plus 0 from investigation. So 11.
I wanted Fitz to succeed.
So did I.
I didn't, but I wanted
But
Aval to succeed
you've learned
also.
That whenever I need to succeed, I just... There is a reason why 9 out of 10 of my characters all have a inferiority complex. Because the dice forces them to have an inferiority complex.
Everyone but hate, really.
H is the only one, which is odd, but also kind of makes sense.
She's also the only one without a superiority complex, and your dice do a lot better.
Really weird.
Maybe you should start RPing the confidence, and the dice will follow.
Ooh.
Aval and Fitz both find something. Fitz,
Oh.
You find, like in a small kind of leather bag on one of the shelves, a set of sending stones.
Ooh.
A set of sending stones.
Indeed. Aval, you find a book, funnily enough, in this library, and you open it and see the title kind of written in the inside cover. It's made of this like sort of whitish leather with like this gold trim, and unlike all the other books in this library, it is like in perfect condition. And the book is apparently called the Tome of Leadership and Influence.
Was there a whitish book in a certain Travax's collection? I feel like this isn't the first white book I've uncovered. I've heard this week.
Abrashmina picked up a book that was in some language she cannot yet read. But yes, it did have a white cover. I think.
It was a holy book. That was more a holy book. Yeah, I just thought it's interesting. I wondered if you were almost linking the two settings together through the demonic plane or something. Like Travax had picked up this one. Duh. That's where the subconscious genius comes in.
How many sending stones in the bag? Sorry, just to get this out of the way.
2.
Just the 2? Just a pair? Cool.
It is a set.
It's a pair of sending stones.
Gotcha.
Let's see. I presume he gets a sense maybe of how powerful this is. Maybe.
Trey.
It radiates Trey power? Does it? I think I found something. He's still coughing, and every time, like, there's a cloud of dust come off him. This seems to have survived the ages within this repository.
Interesting.
I believe it's about leading people. Instilling within them a purpose.
Storybook?
Always a good topic.
I think it's more like a manual, Fitz,
Yeah.
rather than a story. There might be something in here.
It's a bunch of stories about how to tell stories.
Storyception. Don't mind anyone if I...
He's the charisma class, though.
Oh,
That is true.
okay. Have you maxed out your charisma yet?
Have I maxed out my charisma yet? Yes, I have.
Yes.
20.
Well, this will take it further, I guess. Sad choice.
It pains you so much.
It really does. Abel is
Abel,
basically...
yes.
It's such a charisma. I have 60
For Abel,
charisma.
because he's usually more diplomatic than Fitz. Fitz is
Yeah,
just-
but that will
Well,
raise your spell DC and your modifiers.
mechanically it makes sense, but narratively,
Tell you what, I'll still be alive in 100 years. Give it to me then.
Yeah.
If you go to the Feywild, it won't take you 100 years to read it. Or we'll just bury it in the Feywild and give it a month and it will be ready again.
okay. If you're sure, do you want this bag of stones I found? He holds up the stones.
I mean, I don't have that many people to talk to apart from the people in this room, but maybe it'll be useful. I suppose I could report back when I'm scouting ahead.
You can send messages back to the guy whose name I've forgotten, even though I took a note of it, I swear.
I mean, I'd have to give it to him, but you're talking about Lord Luka Baranov.
That's the fun. I could have sworn I took a note of it somewhere. Oh well, I'll make sure I do that. When we get back, we can give him that, and that way you'll need to write less in your reports. You can be like...
I still have to write the reports, I bet.
Yeah.
He'll probably do it just because he likes it.
I mean, it does serve a purpose. My enjoyment is secondary.
You do have that fancy bin.
It is pretty fancy.
Savanta gave you the veins. No, wait.
Yes, well, that went. I haven't got that for another 10 days or so. Kind of used it to fly.
Oh my god, they have little faces on them. That's creepy.
Yeah, it's a little ear for you to whisper into, and then the other one is a mouth that
To speak
whispers
from.
into
Oh,
their
that's
ear.
weird. That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad I've passed those off. What was it? What was called? The Tome of Leadership.
And influence.
Influence.
Yeah, leadership and influence.
Leadership. Bad.
Art of the Deal by Donald J. Trump.
Fuck you.
Burn it. Piss on it. Eat it. Shit it out.
I don't know why he's
Eat the
so
shit
upset.
and then
It's not
shit
like
it out.
Donald Trump wrote it.
Anyways.
Enough by association.
Yeah, precisely. I still, whenever I drive past the golf club at the golf fucking sign that's near where I live, I'm always like, one day I'm gonna black out my license plates, go up, fucking vandalize it, and then drive away. One day. But not today. Anyway.
Yeah, you all head back upstairs and find a slightly nervous-looking Arvid kind of staring at you all as you approach. He says, "What happened? You all look terrible."
No, thanks.
Thanks.
I feel great.
Tanith will clap Aval on the shoulder and a plume of dust, bone dust, flies off from behind him. and says, we killed a bone demon thing. Well, Aval mostly did.
I
mean,
help.
We don't do the killing scenes.
That
We
was
all
one
kind of
bone.
helped.
There was the first bone demon set of things, and then there was the second bone demon,
They like the bone demons.
and then there was the bone demon, or there was the snake demons by the tree. There's a lot of demons down there.
Yeah. Really, I just wanted to say that Aval did it just so I could clap his shoulder and make the dust come up.
I got the last one. The others were team effort. So the floor below us is clear. There is a grate leading further down. We did move something heavy on top of it, but kind of done for the day.
Yeah, we're a little spent.
Well, after a bit of rest and maybe some food, I want to join you.
Did you find some gear?
I had a look, but honestly, it was just... I was just too tired to really do much. So I thought I'd rest and...
Maybe we can find something. Yeah.
What's this guy's name again? Sorry.
Arvid.
Arvid.
Arvid. Cool.
Yeah, and he kind of looks up at you all, and like his eyes kind of fix on Tanith for a moment, remembering that she healed him. He says, "I just want to thank you all for getting me out of there."
We have people. That's what we do.
Sure, that's what we do.
I mean, it is. You don't have to
That's-
say it
that's-
like that, Lenore.
That's what we do. We help people. I'm
That's
agreeing.
what we do.
Tanith and Lenore dump their charisma. Can you tell, Fitz?
That's what we do. We help the people.
Well, and then let's try and rustle up some dinner then.
I have some pudding.
Oh no. Yeah, I mean we've got some rations.
Yeah.
I can
Definitely.
make it taste like anything with one of my patented liquid flavor tubes. Imagine that with a lot more confidence.
Prestidigitation.
Man, he really does need that time of leadership and charisma, whatever it is.
That's just me being dumb, less than Fitz being shit. It's me being shit. There you go.
Oh, Liam. We tolerate you.
I'm fully aware.
But I think as you'll begin resting and whatnot, is there anything else you'd like to do this evening?
No, Tanith is gonna get out her mess kit and try and make an effort to do something a little bit fancier with the rations, because we all had a really, really rough day. So she tries to like rustle up stew for everyone.
If you need a flavored tube, just ask.
No, I don't need a flavored tube.
I'm
good at- I'm good at this. She says, like waving you and your tube away from her stew. Stop it! Stop it!
Tube has a sock over it that says "Daddy."
No, it doesn't.
What?
It's a tube with a liquid in it.
Nope. Away from here with that.
It's just a tube with liquid in it.
Aren't we all?
Just because you spent some time in the kitchen as punishment doesn't mean you're a cook.
Hey, I'm trying to do something nice.
I know. I'm
Thank
just giving you
you.
a hard time.
Thank you, Tanis.
Smells good. Arvid chuckles, like enjoying the very human
But
display.
you were just describing it. I didn't realize you were in a character saying it. I thought you were just like, smells good.
Smell good.
Eval just like writes in his report. It just says like tome of leadership and influence, like underlined several times, and then Fitz with like daggers pointing towards him.
Fitz will be the first to die.
What?
You could always pickpocket him.
I mean, I could. But...
Steal it from him in his sleep.
If you want the book, you can have the book, man.
I wasn't
We're
being
joking.
serious.
So good, man.
Miss Aval's our bard.
Pretty much.
It's gonna take me like a whole week to study this thing. Of doing nothing else but reading it.
Yeah, this is probably something for like the downtime in between
For sure.
seasons.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
There's no way I was gonna read it just now.
Yeah.
We're gonna set a watch, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yes. I'm mostly listening out for the sounds of people struggling against the whatever. We put demon corpses on top of the grates.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
If we hear that people trying to get up from below, we'll be ready to move.
Tanith will take the first watch, if only to save Arvid from Pittsburgh's questions.
Yeah.
What?
I didn't say it.
But each of your watches passes in relative silence, and you're almost like wondering, whether or not there's anyone even here anymore, as the whole place just seems to have a quiet over it.
Fitz twiddles with his spool during his walk.
There will be a little bit of prayer to the Silver Wind during all of during like the time that passes during Tanis watch, and like a little small prayer for the Man of Ferns, hoping that whatever they did with the statue helped in some way.
Lenore would probably try to take a watch by herself if at all possible.
Sure.
And then get out a certain book and kind of scan the scrawls for any mention of the Man of Ferns.
Give me an investigation check.
That's going to be a 15.
You do see a faint sketch of something that reminds you of the statue below, or I guess above a cross, and you see beneath it there is a sort of journalistic scroll. The writer of this book seemed unsure whether the Man of Ferns was a friend or an enemy, and it is hard to tell exactly what they decided based on the writing, but you think you know.
Is there any significance about the page that this drawing appears on?
You do see it's on kind of a page akin to the Silver Wind's sort of revelations. It's a very much a second coming of Christ apocalyptic passage, mostly kind of depicting or describing the many ways in which the Silver Wind will return to the world, and the host of draconic angels he will bring.
And by writer, you mean the person who actually authored the book, or the person who wrote in the red?
The person
Pen.
who wrote in the red pen.
Okay.
Don't like it.
Rob is
Right, that'll
really
be-
smart.
All right.
But each of your watches will pass without worry. So, if there is anything you would like to do on your watches, you may. But if not, we will call an end to the session.
Fitz just watches over his friends. Sorry, anyway.
No, you go ahead.
I was just saying Fitz watches over his friends whilst he twiddles with the spool.
Okay. Tanith will took first watch or whatever. But she's also going to get up early and prepare her spells early the next day, and is going to go back over to the statue of the Man of Ferns. Does it look any different?
No, there's no difference that you can tell.
Okay. She's going to get out a bit of incense from her little acolyte kit or whatever, and begin a ritual casting of ceremony.
Sure.
And is basically going to try the atonement feature,
Okay.
or or maybe dedication. I'm not sure. Trying to realign this statue with the Man of Ferns.
Okay.
I don't know if it's gonna do anything, but she's trying.
Give me a quick religion check.
Okay. Ooh. Am I allowed to guide myself with this?
I'll say no.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's sort of
21.
21. You're not sure that the reason this statue isn't doing more. You're not sure it's due to a lack of faith or anything like that. It's hard to tell, but when you kind of complete your ceremony, you don't think much has changed, but equally, you don't think this is how to change it, if that makes sense. This is the way it would be changed.
Yeah, I didn't think so, but I figured for a ritual first level spell slot, I could make an attempt.
Mm-hmm.
Tanith would. It's that there was an attempt star that she now places at the edge of the statue. While she's doing all that, does she notice any other missing parts from it? There was the statue or the staff that was missing.
No, you don't notice any other missing parts.
Could always send a message to the nerd that we met. Do down of. Yeah. But I don't think. No, I didn't. I prepared that spell just to do that.
Cool.
Now we can in the center.
Has anyone else got anything they'd like to do before we do?
How
Not
does
really.
Tanith sleep during Fitz's watch? There is a reason. I'm not just being a dick. There is a character thing I would like to do, but it depends on you having a shite sleep.
Her
Which I
sleep
don't-
this time depends on the role that she's about to give.
Wisdom?
Yes, please.
24.
You're all good.
Yeah.
Cool.
She sleeps great.
Yeah. And I guess just so we don't waste time with it next week, Tanith will also spend some time trying to find gear in the dump room for Arvid.
Yeah, you're able to find like some old kind of shitty, but good gear. Good enough, at least.
Yeah, she'll just place it next to like, his bedroll before turning in for evening.
Yeah, but I think that's where we'll end it.